Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Rocks. I'm here to educate, motivate, and inspire you. And I am here in my hotel room in Georgetown, Kentucky. I am here with two of my girlfriends, and I'm doing this whole crazy cross country road trip. Um, the first part of the road trip, I drove with just one of my girlfriends, and I was the solo driver, and I drove 3,300 miles across the country. And now we have another friend of mine that came out, and she's driving with us, and she's the solo driver because she loves to drive, which I'm so thankful to have that. It's so amazing. Um, but I wanted to share something. In one of my previous videos, I talked about the importance of a strong support system for whatever kind of things that you are experiencing or going through in your life. And for me, it was so important and vital for me to have that strong support system, great friends, people that would be there for me no matter what I was going through. And I know in another message I also discussed, I have some like current like weird health things that I'm dealing with, and it's hard because I've been so great. I've been doing so great for so long since having had cancer, terminal cancer, and you get these like crazy fears and these crazy thoughts that come into your head, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to be sick again. I don't want to go through all this stuff again. And this can be applied to anything in your life, whether it's cancer, whether it's an accident, whether it's a loss in a family, whatever it is. But you just get kind of like, I don't know what the word is. It's like a train hits you. Sideswiped. All of a sudden everything changes. So what I wanted to talk about today actually was something that happened recently. I hung out with a person that I have always considered a friend, okay, and she's a lot younger than me, so obviously we're on a totally different wavelength when it comes to like the reality of life and things that should be important and things that aren't important. And I think, part of me, I missed a lot of my childhood. So I feel great when I hang out with people that are younger than me because I feel like I can be a kid, okay? And so this person hung out with me, and we were talking, and she said some really negative stuff about one of my really good friends. And we all have that. I mean, we've all heard other friends of ours talk badly about another friend, and then that person talks badly about the other person, and it kind of puts you in this weird situation where you're like, should I say anything? Should I not say anything? Should I not bring it up to the other person? What should I do, right? Because you definitely don't want to create like a rift between two people, but at the same time you're like, I am more faithful to being a really good friend to this person than I am to this other person. Okay, so I told my friend, my other friend that I considered my best friend, I told her what was said, and I said, I am only telling you this because I feel you have a right to know, and I feel that you should know that they're saying this about you because you consider them a really good friend. Now, my best friend said to me, oh, she's said all this stuff. Okay, she had already told me stuff that this other friend had said about me, and most of the time I just kind of was like, okay, whatever, that's no big deal. She'd say stuff like, why are you hanging out, why is an adult hanging out with a younger person like us? Why is a 30-something-year-old hanging out with a 20-something-year-old? Well, because I like hanging out with them. I feel like a kid, and we get along really well, and that's why. So when I told, when all this stuff happened, everything was okay. My best friend didn't say anything to the other girl because she didn't want to create any drama. And what she did say was, I guess she said to them, why do you hate me? Or why do you not like me? Or something like that. And the other girl didn't say anything to me. So fast forward to a couple of days ago. One girl I know posted something. I didn't know that my other friend was in town, and I said, "Oh my gosh, haha, I didn't know so and so was in town. She's always in town just to see you." It was a joke. I was trying to be funny, okay? And they didn't take it as that. My other friend messaged me on Facebook and was like, kind of being like invasive and rude and mean and saying all kinds of things that were hurtful. Okay, so it ended up being like this crazy, I mean, like me trying to be funny and asking a question, ended up being like this crazy debacle of insanity. And I do not like having stress in my life, okay? I have had so many problems with dealing with cancer and so many problems with dealing with people that are supposed to be my friend that are not there when I was dealing with disease and illness and constantly being sick and being stuck in my house and that kind of thing. And here I was, like, again, in this tornado of crazy insanity stuff where my one friend was bad mouthing me to myself, to me. And my other friend was there, like, watching it happen while that girl was messaging her, saying all kinds of hurtful stuff to her, too. So, they said stuff like, "You don't really have friends, and no wonder nobody wants to be your friends," and that kind of stuff, okay? And I get it. Like, she's younger than me. I get it. I have a younger friend. But at the same time, it's like, seriously? Like, grow up. This is not high school. And it really shows me, like, the importance of having really good, stable friendships in my life. I might want to feel like a kid, but I could still feel like a kid with somebody who's closer to my age than somebody that's a lot younger than me. Like, my boyfriend is only a couple years younger than me, but he makes me feel like a kid, which is great. And I love that. And I even have friends that are 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 years old that make me feel like a kid. So it's all about surrounding yourself with the people that bring you the best things in your life, okay? The best moments and inspiration and thoughts and positivity. Okay, so what's the purpose of my whole entire crazy story that I just told you today? Is we need to learn how to surround ourselves with energy that is positive. People that are positive, that are bringing something wonderful into our lives. And when we have friends like that other girl who is bad-mouthing everybody else to everybody else, when we have people like that in our lives, they are just bringing this negativity into our lives that we just don't need that negativity. And that was probably one of my hardest things. Like, as much as I care for her and love her as a person because of all the fun times that I have had with her, I had to just look at the situation and say, is this really good for me? Like, is this really positive? Is this really good for my energy? Do I really want to deal with this? No. And that's exactly what my other friend said to me. She said, "I don't want to deal with this either." And we immediately unfriended these people off of our Facebook. We were like, we're not going to be friends with them. We're not going to talk to them. We're not going to deal with it. Because I don't need that. Like, she doesn't need that. I don't need that negativity. You don't need that negativity. So think about it. Think about the people that are in your lives and what those people are bringing to you, bringing into your life. Do they bring you joy? Do they bring you laughter? Do they bring you happiness? Do they randomly show up at your house and bring you flowers because they know you're having a bad day? Do they always make sure that you are always on the up and up and not down in the depression zone? Who do you surround yourself with? I want you guys to think about that. And let me know, who do you surround yourself with to make yourselves feel like superstars, like super rock stars? who do you surround yourself with, and how do you find those people? Because it's made me realize it's taken me a really long time to find the little group of popular, in my group, not popular, but fabulous. Fabulous is probably a better word. The little group of fabulous people that I have in my life that are positive. And it's not like high school. You don't have to be popular to be my friend. You just have to be real and positive and honest and awesome. So, who do you have in your life? How do you stay positive? And tell me what you would like to talk about next. I would love to hear from you. I would love to lend an ear and a shoulder to cry on. But anyways, this is Rachel from Rachel Rocks. I am out, but I hope that I inspired, educated, and motivated you a little bit today. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys soon.